And bam! How's it going, family? How's it going? Once again, this is Xerox Twins going live with the best live ever. We always got something going on. What do we have going on today?
Man, listen, like we promised you, man, we bring the best of the best to make sure and ensure that you have the best live ever. And tonight, man, we have a show that's going to blow your mind, right? That's going to change your life. And hey, man, listen, bro, man, I am so excited about this show, man. Listen, it's almost like I want to fast forward, right? You know what I'm saying?
Just see what's going to happen at the end.
Fast forward. Listen, we got some gentlemen that's going to come on here again. It's going to change your life. Man, of course, we're here on the best live ever where we live.
We laugh.
And we learn how to live our best lives together. Right. Man, we bring on the resources, bro. We bring on the businesses, the talent, right? We bring on the artistry.
We bring on, I like to say we bring on the philosophy.
Man, the philosophers, man.
Love
Who is that,
word,
man?
Love is a word.
The love is a word, man. Listen, again, we are in awe with the with the celebrities tonight.
That we have tonight, man.
Yeah, celebrities, man.
You know where they come from.
What's that?
Celebrities come from the word celebrate.
Exactly.
So we need to celebrate them while they're here.
That's right, man. Of course, we are the paparazzi. You know what I'm saying? And of course, hey, man, if you want to be on the show, make sure that you tap us on the show. Send us a text. Put it in a letter. You know what I'm saying? Put it on the back of a plane. Whatever it takes.
You know, I always
right.
Put a message in the bottle, baby.
You know, he don't sing well, but
y'all don't get my jokes.
Hey, family, again, whatever you want on the show and whoever you want, make sure that you guys let us know. We about bringing the information, right? The resources in order to make sure that you are, first of all, well information. Exactly, and comfortable in your position in this world, man, in this life. And what have you, Twin and I, we have been on a journey and we have collected a lot of information, wisdom, and
know-how and skills.
Exactly.
But you know the craziest part about that journey?
What's that, bro?
You went your direction, I went my direction.
Right.
And somehow or another in life, we met back up.
Met back somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Again, family, hey, man, I always tell you and let you know that we dedicate this show to my beloved daughter, you know what I'm saying? Tonisha. Danae Harris, of course, I'm Antonio Dean Harris. I lost my daughter to domestic violence. So again, in remembrance, we dedicate this show. Hey, family, again.
And also with that, we need to start advocating. If always check your emotional state. Yeah, because if you're in in that, emotional state where you feel like you're going to hurt, harm somebody, then reach out to somebody that may be able to take you off that bridge. You follow me? Reach out, and maybe somebody maybe grab you by your hand. Reach out to somebody, they can talk you down. Okay. Yeah. So
again, family, much love and respect. Again, like we promised, man. We promise. And of course, again, we're going to deliver. Again, man, we said
every aspect.
Exactly, man. We can't help it. Why? Because we want you guys to do what it takes for the upliftment of fallen humanity. And this is what we're about. Again, man, the best life ever, what we love. We laugh and we learn how to live our best life together tonight, man. Listen. Of course, bro, we don't introduce. Why?
Man, we gotta let them introduce themselves because they know themselves better than we know them.
Man, but guess what? We're about to get to know them very well, and you are as well. And but I promise you again, this is something that you must understand. Come on, video, man. It's great. Man, all is well, man. Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Once again, of course, man, we're the Xerox Twins, man. I'm Blue Bull.
I'm Red Bull.
And hey, man, we're here doing our due diligence to ensure that, you know what I'm saying, that you learn how to live your best life, man, in between us. Man, you got to be special to come between the twins. Right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, like we said, we don't introduce, man. We want you to introduce yourself. Tell us Who are you and why are you here, man?
Well, man, who am I? I'm a very special individual, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm God's plan. Yeah, I'm here because God put me here. And basically, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in Dallas right now. It's my birthday. I've been locked up 26 years.
Woo!
They call me MP. You know what I'm saying? I'm here because a good friend of mine
Right.
just came in town. Didn't even expect this. You know what I'm saying? He put me on though.
Exactly.
And KD, Gym
Yes,
City Jewelry.
Hey man.
Yeah.
That's it,
And
man.
yeah, man, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here because God put me here.
Man,
That's
listen,
basically it.
you know what I'm saying? OG KD, man, listen, listen.
Yeah, big OG KD.
Big OG, big man. Listen, again, family, we told you, hey man, we promise you again, we're about to deliver. We're about to have a sit down and get to man experience.
Man, this
you know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine?
26, man, we're about to experience.
You know what I always say, when you are in the dungeon by yourself, you don't have nobody but yourself.
Exactly.
That's when you learn self.
Exactly, man.
And that is the hardest thing to do in this world is to learn who you are.
Exactly, man. Trust
And
and
at the
believe
end
me.
of the day,
I know about this solitude as well.
Yeah.
But hey, we're going to get to know this. Of course, we're the best lives ever. What we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together. And we're going to have a sit down and learn a little more about Mr.
Big OG.
OG, man, MPSF, man. Have a sit down. Man, Carolinas, man.
Carolina.
Man. Boy, you know,
Conway Murder Beach. To be exact.
Murder Beach, man.
Yeah.
Boy, listen here. Tell me a little bit about that living, man. I remember a friend of mine went to the service, and she was telling me about she was down there in the Carolinas, and she said, "Man, they don't have no street lights." I said, "Wait a minute." But man, tell us a little bit about the Carolinas, man.
I want to let you know I went down there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went down there a week before COVID shut down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
They got street lights, huh?
they got street
lights.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically I had to actually get out of there before they barricaded me into from going from state to state.
Oh, ain't that something?
Yes, and
Right.
it was one of those things. But you know, fortunately, the news made it up there, right? But not the plague.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that was during the 19. You know what I'm saying? 2019, the COVID.
19.
Yeah,
of course,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
already know there was an enactment against
upon
the
the
people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, family, we're here. The best live ever. You know what I'm saying? Got my man in between us, man.
Yes,
Big
indeed.
OG, man.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Tell us a little bit about what it's like in that area. You know what I'm saying? In this era, man, growing up in that time.
In the what time?
And you know what I'm saying, being young in the southern states of Carolina, we kind of deemed that, of course, you know, this is where they came to shore, right? In the Carolinas.
Yeah.
What is it like in that era, man? Because you know they started on the east, and they swept their way across. What is it like in that area, man? You know what I'm saying, when you was a youngster? What you
Well, as far as I remember, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't grew up with a whole lot. You know what I mean? Really grew up with nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I had my family though. I had my mom, my aunties, my grandma. I ain't never had a father figure. Or no male figure. You know what I'm saying?
Are you serious?
No male influence. You know what I'm saying?
No male influence.
My grandma had all girls.
Ain't that something?
I had an uncle, you know what I'm saying? Well, he passed away.
Right.
And I never had my dad. You know what I'm saying? All he ever did was lie to me.
Yeah.
Man,
Kept me packing my bags and never came. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wow, man. You know, with that being said, man, Twin and I, we grew up without a father as well, and we have a lot of discussions about mothers raising their boys. And do you think that mothers can raise boys to be men, what do you think that was probably, because I know there's a deficit. There's a
lack-
deficit.
the
There's
lack,
somewhere.
Yeah. What was the?
There's-
Is there a lack?
What-
Because even with that, I think me and Twin, we differ on opinions about that, being raised without a father. The reason why I say this is because we had our grandfather. You understand? We had our uncles, and I believe that was the male influence that we had. We had some of the guys in the neighborhood, in the apartments that we lived in. You know, so this is basically we have role models. We have role models. We still look
Right,
at
but
role
but
models.
again, so what's different from me? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you talk, man.
Yeah.
What's different from me is the fact that it's our father.
Okay.
Regardless, I don't want to have to deal with my grandfather. Why? Because he was, well, you know what I'm saying, twice the age that I needed in order to be led from the next step to the next step, right?
Yeah.
He was a little slower, right?
Yeah.
A lot more wiser.
Yeah.
I didn't need that at
Right.
that time, right? So again, yeah, no, it still wasn't my father, man. We looked up to a figment or a figment of what father was, man. How was it, and what would you do different? How was it different for you with that absence there, man?
Well, I mean, I really feel like me being me, you know what I'm saying, and from my experience and everything that I experienced through life, you know what I'm saying, I feel like my dad could have definitely made it better. And I don't really feel like a mother should be left to raise a son. You know what I mean? It's possible in a lot of situations, but I don't think that's the way God created it to be. I think a man needs a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a positive influence or whatever. And yeah, man, based on my situation, I made myself into a man.
Ain't that something?
You know what I'm
man?
saying?
Right. Yeah.
And it
Same
took-
conversation I had with my father, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I thanked him for allowing me to become the man that I became without him, because I would never want to be a man like him. Ain't that something, man?
Yeah.
Right? Heart wrenching, right?
Yeah.
But again, man, tell us a little bit.
Look, yeah. I was wondering, with not having much, you follow me? How do you get in so much trouble? Because I remember when I went down there, everything was scattered out. You follow me? You had farms. Did y'all ever do the farm life?
No. The farm thing was before my time.
It was before
They
your
had
time?
it, you know.
They had it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The areas where I was at,
Uh-huh.
they had farms, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's not more just like scatter sites. Y'all had city.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had city.
Okay, then. City.
Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
That's how I grew up in the project.
In the projects, man. Ain't
Okay,
that something,
that's where
man?
it's at.
Right.
But bro, we have to realize this. When they had the Indian Removal Act, okay, you had to make your choices. Either you go to Oklahoma or you stay in the projects. And you still had to register. You follow me?
Right.
Either way it go, you had to register as they say black, Negro, you follow me, mulatto.
Right.
A lot of people think, and I'm just this is a disclaimer. The word mulatto, I'm going to say that was just the first word to separate the people. Like Negro, African American, that's mulatto. I'm just going to say that was just one of the first words to separate the people.
Right.
You follow me? But for the most part, yeah. So the projects, and we have them everywhere. And lo and behold, the housing authority is what took over the projects. And you have to understand this. By the housing authority taking over the projects, they had the authority over the house. Therefore, a man could not live in the house because he would be the authority.
Right.
You get it? So it was all systematically set up for us to not have our fathers in our households.
Right.
And it became the norm. You follow me?
Right.
It became so normal until they didn't feel the guilt of having you pack your bags and not picking you up.
Right. Yeah.
You
So
follow me?
with that, man, listen, we know that you had the absence of the father. Man, what was it like growing up Run up on
Female.
a lot of the girls, man. What was that like, man?
It was
'Cause,
actually good for me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I can't really speak on a lot of people. It was
Okay.
actually good for me because I was always the favorite.
Oh wow, ain't that something,
Yeah,
man?
I'm always the favorite, man.
Right, man.
But the
I
only
bet
one that
you
got in trouble too, though.
okay,
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
man.
it
Probably
was-
didn't miss a meal, huh?
But so
Right.
did you have to be the strong arm, go in defense of your cousins, the female cousins and everything like that? Did you have to be that strong arm?
Well, they wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? They was always in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I was outside.
You was outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was off the porch at a young age, and I
Right.
was running up and down the street, doing what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Selling drugs, everything that came with the street life.
Everything came with the street.
Yeah,
life,
that's what I
man.
was doing.
Wow.
Right.
Did you play any ball?
I did, man.
Uh-huh.
In middle school up until early high school, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, it was just the streets took over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a wonder, man, having to deal with the system.
Mhm.
You know, when I went to prison, I realized that, a lot of those who were in prison was there simply because there was the way that it was supposed to go.
Supposed
Of
to go.
course, the
It was a
system
guideline. So the system puts a rail,
right, where they
right,
have to funnel you in
where
there.
they funnel you in. So
Right.
you have to go down that particular road because
Right.
you got rails on both sides.
Right.
Mhm.
And
of
they
course,
just guide us in that
Yeah.
direction.
Mhm.
Through movies, you always say that all the time. Through
Yeah.
our music, through movies,
mhm,
through our schooling.
right,
You follow me? They put the rails.
right.
in
And I
front
always
of us
say,
as well.
one man's a conspiracy, and one man's uh, uh, conspiracy is another man's downfall. So what they do, they conspire to make us be like that, right?
Mhm.
And to,
Yeah.
to be in that vein. But yeah, man. Tell us a little bit about
Mhm.
when you play ball, man. What I mean, running back. What you know what I'm saying? You look like you got some.
You got some
You got some gold
but
about
you know,
yourself, man.
let me tell you something. This is what they do. They give us sports
Mhm.
and they see the ones that's the most sportiest,
Mhm.
right? And those are the ones they take out of our communities because they be the ones that become the leaders.
Mhm.
Because you, if you are running back, you hit that hole with your head down and don't look up until you in the end zone. You follow me?
Mhm.
And this is how they set it up and they start paying attention. That's why they have this thing called scouts.
Mhm.
Scouts out. Hey, we got to get him out of this community because he's going to run the community. You
Right.
follow me? Back in the day, we had Boy Scouts. You follow me? They'll pick out the young boys and say, hey, this one right here is the one I'm going to use to navigate all these other ones on that road to destruction.
Right.
You follow me? So yeah, we have to understand the system and where it's set up. And I'm not using it as an excuse for our fathers. I'm
Mhm.
just saying that sometimes in our society, if we don't know, it's just like looking at the playground right now. When I look at the playground, I look at how dangerous it is. The slides, when we used to slide down and the sun be on it, it can burn us and stuff like that. Or it'd be a cut in the swings where we can swing and it cut rip out and we fall. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things we see in hindsight. That's what I'm looking from hindsight of how things were structured. You follow me in our community. And I just want to say that. That's on my
Yeah.
rant.
So it's just football for you, man?
Nah, man, I play. I was actually good at all sports. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
wow. Okay.
Natural.
Good at the
But
weekend.
I did it. It was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
liked it,
Right.
but I had a lot of anger inside me at the same time.
That's
And what discouraged me is because it should have inspired me. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But it didn't because I learned myself in the long run. So I didn't learn myself early on, but it discouraged me a lot because nobody was never there.
Oh wow, man.
I was
Ain't that
always
something?
there alone. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So when you playing any kind of sports, when you look on the sideline,
You don't see a
know
yeah,
what?
and
familiar
nobody's
face.
there. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. You know
It
what I'm
is
saying?
different, man. I remember Twin and I, we were more or less like track stars,
Yeah.
ran, the mile. We was good,
Long
short,
distance.
short and long distance.
Mhm.
We were just speedsters and long runners as well. But like you say, you look up and mom couldn't be there, man.
Nah, mom couldn't be there. Mom couldn't do it all.
Man, that makes
I
a
love my mama
difference.
dearly.
Right,
She
mom
tried her
couldn't be
best.
there. Right, you knew daddy wasn't gonna be there, but
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
at least what I'm saying, have somebody there to represent. That's why family is very important
Very.
for you to
Support.
support,
Yeah.
support,
You got
support,
to support.
You
support.
gotta be there.
Man,
to be
You got to have that
here.
support. You know.
Right. So
Yeah.
in the streets, you know what I'm saying? What did you have mentors in the streets to get out there and what have you navigate or whatever? How did you end up in the streets? And man, what
Man,
what led you there?
honestly, man, I ain't even had no mentors in the street. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin.
Right.
I had an older cousin, you know what I'm saying? But he don't even know this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I
Uh-huh.
never even voiced it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he was really my inspiration. But all he did was sold drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was so cool.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And he had money and he did everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of who I really didn't want to be like,
Right.
but who I kind
Pattern
of
yourself.
admired as a male figure.
Ain't that something? How much older, man?
Yeah, he was like maybe right now 45.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he probably like maybe 59 right now.
Oh wow.
Oh, he was much older.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
ain't
he was a
that
lot older
something?
than me.
Yeah.
A lot
Okay,
older.
then.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. Give us a little picture of the Carolina scene, man. What it look like there? I mean, is it ghetto? What does it look like there?
Nah, man, it's actually beautiful.
Okay.
It's actually beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But it's what you make it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like anywhere else that you go.
Right.
You know, you got your different parts of town, different parts of the state.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's really what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me, I grew up in poverty.
Yeah.
I grew up in an urban community, so you know, I could step on my front porch and go around the corner and watch somebody get shot,
Okay.
killed,
Yeah.
Right.
sold drugs to, beat up, whatever. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So that was the life that you grew up being accustomed to.
Did you make it to your car? Did you ever get a chance to purchase your car?
Man, I never had a car before I got locked up. I had a whole lot of stolen cars though.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I got locked up,
I mean,
before I
yeah,
went to
that's
prison,
why I
never,
asked the question.
I ain't
Yeah.
never had nothing before I went to prison, man.
Oh, we never had.
Nah. I went to prison at a young age. It cost me a whole lot of my life. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there pretty much all. I've been in prison longer than I spent time in society.
Outside.
Society,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
we have
saying?
cousins.
26 years and you just 45.
Yeah,
That is amazing, man. That
Mhm.
is amazing.
yeah.
You know, I did time as well, right?
Mhm.
What was your biggest lesson, man?
Self-discipline,
Mm.
self-control.
Mm.
Yeah, self-discipline, self-control. You know what I'm saying? And learning how to channel my frustrations. Most importantly, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Wow.
'Cause like I said, I grew up with a lot of anger.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
You know, so I had to learn how to not be mad at you because of something that he did.
Right.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Channel you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you find yourself a lot of times venting on people that don't even deserve it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
have to learn to channel your frustration. You have to learn how to control your temper. So it's something I learned. That
That,
was the biggest challenge, man.
Yeah, I think that's the most revealing thing about doing the time
Mm-hmm.
is learning how to control
Self.
your emotions.
Mhm,
That I
mhm.
think that's the
mhm,
main thing that we have in life. We have to learn that.
mhm.
Right.
You understand? So when you start channeling, you follow
Mhm.
me. Then you know what channel not to turn to,
Mhm.
in which to get into that position where you be angry with somebody, or
Right.
mad at somebody, whatever
Right.
emotion that will cause you to, go off.
Yeah. What about with mentors there? Did you have mentors there? Did you, become Muslim? Did you, you know what I'm saying? They tell you all the time that, Jesus is in prison because every time you get there, somebody finds Jesus while they was in prison.
Nah, man.
But no, did you have mentors there as well,
I
man?
ain't never had no mentor in prison, man.
Oh, wow.
I never had a mentor in prison. I just felt like I wanted to be different. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't never get in the following lane. I couldn't never get down with the gangs. I couldn't never get down with the Islam. Even though I read it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't for me.
Okay,
You
then.
know what I'm saying? So I really was inspired to make myself a leader.
Ain't that something, man? You know what? And it is crazy that you're speaking like that. I'm the same way, man. When you didn't have that father figure, then in your mind you're trying to just be the best you can be.
Yeah.
And it don't mean that because I don't remember having no mentors Now, it's certain people that I gravitated to, or I like what they may do particularly, but it's never been like, oh no, I'm following him. I just can't do that. Right. And that's why, again, even today, I not saying that I'm better than anybody. I'm just different. Right. Just different, man. And you know what I'm saying? I blaze my own lane.
Yeah.
And I think with that being said, and it might be the prison mentality where you have to learn how to be a man. You see what I'm saying?
Have to.
You have to learn that, man. You know what I'm saying? It forces you there.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody don't conquer it though.
Yeah. And they go back and they have to submit again.
Yeah.
And they go back and have to submit again.
Yeah.
But hey, man, what is it? What was the first thing you wanted to do when you got out, man? What is it that, because I know being locked up that long, you don't know what to do or what to expect. What did you want to do?
See, that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of people go wrong. You know what I'm saying? When they're in there and when they get out or before they get out, they don't know what they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me personally, like, I knew what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not so forth as what I want to do first.
Right.
Just what I want to do with my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the first things I really wanted to do, because you know what I'm saying, like I got a daughter and she's 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if I've been locked up 26 years, I've been locked up her whole life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So and then I have a stepdaughter, and their mom, when I met this lady, you know what I'm saying, which is a good lady,
right?
You know what I'm saying, she already had 2 children. She had a son and a daughter. So when I met her, you know what I'm saying, I never really expected her to be the one to stick by my side when I went through some things.
Because
But yeah, so when I met her,
right,
you know what I'm saying, I met her children. So while I was in prison, I embraced her children from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in prison, it's pretty much like I took everything in me and gave it to them.
Man,
because I wanted for them what I didn't have for myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, and I did a good job.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the first thing I wanted to do, man, was spend time with them.
Wow.
Nothing else. It didn't matter to me what nobody thought. It still don't matter what nobody thinks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I gave them the best of me to the best of my ability. And that's what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to go home and spend time with them, man.
You know when I was locked up, you know what I'm saying? My thing, bro, was I always envisioned me with my daughters. I had girls, me and my 3 girls, you know what I'm saying? Mercedes, Nisha, and AA. My whole time, I always envisioned driving a drop top Mercedes with my babies. That's the only. Once I did that, man, listen, life can begin, right? And so again, I understand that.
I think what we do is we always reach back, go back to the seed that we planted. And we want to water those seeds. We want to nurture those seeds. You follow me? Because the life that we were living gets old. And we want to go back to that which was new to us. That was a new life to us.
Something.
You follow me? So we want to go back to that and nurture that. So I think in our essence, even without doing any time, right? There was a point in time where I was looking at me, if I don't stop doing this, I'm gonna lose time. You understand? And so so I from just listening to you all, it just reminds me that we always want to water our seeds.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's what we
so tell me this, man, what is it that you would tell a youngster, man, it's probably in your same predicament when you was growing up, fatherless, after in the streets, hustling and what have you, man. What would you say or convey to that child or that young individual, right? That you would have told to yourself?
Well, actually, man, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I think it takes a little more than words. Actually,
Okay.
I know it takes more than words. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But words can help also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It'll just be like, just stay on the right track, stay in school, you know what I'm saying? Listen
Mhm.
more than anything. Stay out the streets, you know what I'm saying? Never be a follower,
Mm.
always be a leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
feel
But it takes effort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to do, inspire our youth.
Man,
We have to inspire our youth to make it work.
make it work. And
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with that much time, I'm just asking, you don't have to answer. Um, did you ever feel like society cheated you out of something? And yeah, do you feel that way now? Or I'm not trying to direct you into no
Mhm.
answers, but during all of that time, doing time, did you feel like something was taken from you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my youth was taken from me.
Mhm.
And it all goes back to, to piggyback on what you were saying earlier about the housing authority and the way that it's designed.
Yeah.
It's designed for us. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this,
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
but
That's right.
us in the urban community,
Right.
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It's designed for us to go through the system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's up to us as men, what we
Exactly.
spoke about,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? To have some type of leadership in these young people's life, especially our children,
Yeah.
to allow them to avoid these things that we know that we don't want them to go
Man,
through.
listen here.
Mhm.
You can't say it no better than that. Of course, y'all.
Mhm.
We're here. The best life
Best
ever.
life
Where
ever.
We love, we laugh, and
And
we
we
learn
learn.
how to live our best lives. You heard it from Big OG himself. You know what I'm saying? Talking about
Mhm.
how it is, right? Being an adolescent, getting in trouble, going to prison, and changing his mindset, right?
Wow.
To make a better life for not just his children, man, but for children of the world.
In general.
And man, yeah, man, and you know I'm loving this, man. This is why we have this show,
Mhm.
right? Because we are all still learning, man.
Yeah.
I always say all the time that it take a village to raise a child, for we are still children, right? Under the learning and the teachings of each other, and learning how to live with one another, man. Listen, thank you so much, man. Listen, I'm sitting here, bro,
Yo,
checking out the bling.
you know I was about to. you sitting up and you get out of my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all for allowing me this opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like above all things, I feel it's God's plan.
Yeah.
Definitely God's plan. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
listen, man.
I appreciate Big KD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For inviting me into his life. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We ain't had to. He ain't know me from nothing. He knew me from a phone call.
Ain't that
You
something,
know what I'm saying? And
man?
it's just been real ever since. You know what I'm saying? Brought me down here to Dallas, Texas. Invite me to his home.
Yeah.
Like it's my home.
That's
Just
it, man.
all the hospitality. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Wherever you got my loyalty. You know what I mean? Like it means something to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It
right.
means something to me. And I appreciate meeting y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's very inspiring to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate it, man. I
Man,
appreciate
listen,
everything.
man,
I appreciate
that's
being here,
great,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? That diamonds, you know what I'm saying?
Sharp
Cut
and
diamonds.
Mhm.
Still sharp and still. We're gonna stand up, man. We're gonna invite our next guest. Again, come on. Hey man, listen again. We promise
I
you.
appreciate y'all.
Now, come on, man. We promise you guys, you know what I'm saying, that we were gonna bring the best of the best,
Man.
right? Bro, we put good people with good people, make
Boy.
great things happen.
Mm.
And again, man, we deliver, we deliver.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Big OG. Man, thank you so much for
Yeah.
for
Inspiration
your presence, man.
as well.
Yeah,
Exactly,
man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all more than anything,
Yeah.
man.
But hey, man, guess what? Wait a minute, hold up.
Look there, you don't have nothing.
Look.
You need come on, OG.
I can't-
OG, man,
I
listen,
can't do what he do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
That
have
comes with a lot of
someone,
experience right
yeah,
there.
listen, we have someone coming
In the
on
midst of it, boy.
that's
That you
going
don't want to miss.
again change your life. We promise you that we was gonna bring on the best, man. And of course, bro, guess what?
What's that?
We do not introduce them. Why?
We allow them to introduce themselves because
Man.
they know themselves much better than we know them.
But guess what? We're going to get to know this person to the utmost. Why? Because he's here to share who he is, right, with us. And again, man, we are elated, man, for the presence of such a spirit, such a man, man, such a character. Man, listen, this is, again, we are overjoyed with this experience, man. And we're going to continue bringing on our celebrities, right? You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're merely the paparazzi. Again, bringing on our celebrity. Come on up here. Hey there. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, listen. Get on over there, man. Hey, man. Again, 29. Again, we're here. The best life ever. What we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together. Right? Yeah. Man, listen, we do not introduce because, hey, man, we allow you to introduce yourself, man. Hey, man, of course. You gotta be someone special to come into 29. Right? You know what I'm saying? Guess what, man? We were together before we was right? But for you to separate us, man, you know you gotta be.
You might want to call him Moses.
It's Moses, man. Separated. Hey, man, tell us who you are and why you're here.
Man, y'all already know what it is. Katie Coastal Jerry, Katie Gym City, the ice maker, ice maker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it like that.
Right.
Funky Town raised, man, Panamanian made. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know, man, y'all already know what it is.
Man, listen, man. Again, man, we got Katie here, man.
Yeah.
Here to bless us, man, and bless you as much, man. Man, before we sit down, I want you to explain to you Panamanian, man. Tell what you mean by that.
Oh yeah, you know my family from Panama.
Whoa, boy, listen to that. I told y'all, man, we gonna bring on the best, man. Let's have a sit down, and we're gonna talk about Panama, man. We're gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Fort Worth and what have you, and continue to talk about the Carolinas, man. Because hey, man, we are here to learn one another, man, for the upliftment of fallen humanity, man. Let's have a sit down, okay, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Right, there we go again.
Boy, look at here, KD, man. Listen, boy, you said Panamanian bread. That.
Yeah, my family from Panama, man. You know, and you know, not trying to toot our horns. But yeah, man, if it wasn't for Panama, man, if you do your research, and it'll be hard for import and outport, you know, like all of that exporting.
Panama Canal.
Panama Canal. Wow. You know, if it wasn't for that, man, you wouldn't be able to. It'll take so long to go around North Carolina,
Right, exactly.
North America or South America. So you know, they put they put like a canal right between, you know, and right in the middle of Panama. That way you can get right in and out of there. So
basically a shortcut.
You know what I'm saying?
Very shortcut. And there's so much millions and millions and millions and millions of money going through that just because of that too.
Boy, look at here. You know, KD, when my first day in prison, right? I went to my cell, and it was a Bible in there. The guy was at the shower when I went there, and it was a Bible there. So I opened up this Bible, and I was reading this Bible, and all of a sudden I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm not reading these words," and it kind of scared me. Like, man, am I tripping? Right? So the guy came back in, and I said, "Man, what kind of Bible is that, man?" He said, "It's the Holy Bible." I said, "No, man, it got some funny words in there." He said, "Oh, that's Spanish."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm Panamanian."
Yeah.
He said, "My first language is Spanish."
Yeah.
Man, tell us about that, man.
Yeah, I
mean, look, you know that Spanish, man?
Yeah, I know enough to give me where I need to go. I can tell you that. You know, but it seemed like it normally kick in when I go overseas, like the Panama, Puerto Rico, Dominican, Costa Rica. But I mean, even here, you know, the people who actually taught me how to do jewelry was some Latinos. So I did a lot of speaking Spanish with them.
Right.
But I mean, really, my family, everybody in my family spoke Spanish, but a lot of people don't know, like with Panama, it's like kind of like a tribe. I would say like I would say like they are more they kind of look more like a Spaniard look, like an Indian type.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the reason why you see this complexion and stuff like that, because building that Panama Canal, they needed somebody strong. They need like a DNA that was able to take all the stuff that the jungle was giving, because the jungle was killing so many people when they was trying to tear everything down.
Right.
So they start getting people from Jamaica, which I'm Jamaican descent. You know, that's where the black came from. But we got I mean Jamaica, Trinidadians. It's just all over. They were trying to get everybody down there to build, to cut through the land, yeah, to make the canal. So that's the reason. But you know, we was there, well, they were there, and that's what they were speaking Spanish. So like my father and my mother and even my uncle, you know, their first language was Spanish.
Spanish,
So
man.
yeah.
Fantastic.
You know, I had asked him because once again, that's one of my business partners.
Yeah.
And he do a lot of painting and everything. And your uncle, your other
Yeah.
uncle, yeah, he's a seamstress.
Yeah.
However you want to put it, I know it's a
Yeah, I mean
Because
Taylor,
Taylor-
Taylor,
Taylor,
like
Taylor,
Taylor,
right.
but still, you
Right.
know, they the whole family really, especially on my mom's side, are talented. You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
very
was like,
talented.
wow, that is awesome. Yeah, so one day I was just curious because he speaks Spanish and English. One day I was like, man, do you think in Spanish or English? He say, I think in Spanish and then I translate it through English when I'm speaking.
Yeah,
Ain't that something?
It's just, yeah, like I say, it's just one of the questions that came across me, and I'm like, man, it's awesome.
Right.
You know, to even
yeah,
imagine.
that's a deep question
It's
too.
a deep question
Right.
because you know this is why I asked him this question, because Spanish speakers versus English speakers, their demeanor is completely different.
Yeah,
If you listen to Spanish songs, because your uncle has translated a lot of them, they're about love, you understand, and forgiving and everything. Whereas English, we about shaking the booty,
Yeah.
and I kill it, you know,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the, you understand.
yeah,
So through doing a little bit more research, I learned that the language, the vernacular that you learn, it creates the brain waves in the brain, and those brain waves probably be more wavy. Understand? Whereas English may be more jagged,
yeah.
and that's why the attitudes are different. You
Mhm.
follow me? And that's why I was asking that, but I'm done with that.
Hey man, listen, man. Tell me this, man, because this man he need his own show. But anyway, tell me this, man. How did you end up here in the States, man? And how long you been here?
Man, it's just I was originally born in San Diego, but man, it's really like, man, I you know, my father passed this year, and rest his soul. And like I told him before his last words, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And he left off of I think it was like a student visa or something like that. And he left Panama and he ended up moving to New York, and he never came back. You know, he stayed out there. And he ended up getting my mom pregnant before, and he sent for my mom and my sister. And then that's how we migrated to New York. I also got an older brother. And then we end up they was looking while they was, you know, I've seen it, and I'm not saying I don't want to compare being poor, but third world countries
Oh,
a different type of poor. That's a like
Right.
here we have assistance, you know, like, you know, people they'll do charity drives and stuff like that. Even if it's not the government, it's probably the neighborhood or something, you know, whatever. But in Panama, man, that's it. Like, you know, you poor, and you're gonna make the bed, you're gonna make some red beans and rice and stretch, you know. I heard stories about like all my uncles and my aunts, they all living in one room and everything. And I seen and I'm very thankful. And like I said, I'm honored to have the parents that I had, because I seen how they both worked so hard. And that's the reason why I will say that I'm the way that I am, and the success that I have achieved in this time is watching my dad work 3-4 jobs, seeing my mom working 2-3 jobs, you know, and my older sister taking care of us while they working. And so growing up, I wasn't into football and stuff because, like you said, like my dad never, when I tried football, my dad never, was out there, but I never was like, oh dang, where my dad at? I know my dad working at second or third job. So, and that's what I was always like. I was always focused on, like, I need to make money. I need we making money. With my uncle, my uncle was dating a woman, and that side of the family was heavy into drugs, like that was like in the 90s. Yes. Okay. I'm talking about heavy in drugs. Wow. Like that. I mean, I seen it, but I have cousins through that relationship that I watched them. I seen the lifestyle of them selling drugs and fighting and shooting each other and going to jail. And, still to this day, my favorite cousin is, Cornelius Moore. My other favorite cousin is Tweety. Like all of these, this is who I was looking up to, because this when Jabos and the Leases and all this was coming out, and I was watching them. And they'll drop us off there on the weekends, and my Aunt Vanessa get us anything we wanted. They walked around with the chains and everything you can think of. But then I went back home to my parents working a 9 to 5 and all that. And I used to sit and look out the window like, golly, man, I want that. I want that. But the mistakes that I was watching my cousin and them, because I remember my cousin got shot starter jackets. They was killing over starter jackets. Right. I remember that was like the reality that hit me when I seen my cousin get shot over a jacket. And I don't know, my mind state was like, man, I don't want to do drugs. Like drugs that's not for me. Right. And it seemed like and I thank God for this too, because anytime I did something that I didn't supposed to do, no matter how I was trying to maneuver and sneak and do it, God will let it reveal it. And I get caught doing whatever it is, even though I sat down and plotted and everything. It was just like, like I ain't gonna get I ain't gonna get caught, but something will happen. But to me, that was when I was sneaking behind my parents back doing certain things versus getting the ass with them, because I used to get beat down from my dad for doing shit wrong, But with the things that I was getting over with past my parents, it was seeming like God was like, wow, no, get you don't supposed to do that. That's not your character. You are not going to be a thief. You're not going to be a drug dealer or whatever the case may be. And, I really, 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 really got into money when I started going to like C&B, when I was young, gambling, shooting dice at school. And I got a feel of winning, and that it's just that drive of winning and getting the money. It was just something. It just sparked something different in me. And I did at one point try to play around with the weed and stuff because I was seeing my friends doing it. But then, like I said, every time I did something wrong, I ended up catching the case. I got a 2nd-degree felony. I had to go to boot camp for 6 months. I had 10 years probation. And I remember getting on my knees and I was like, God, can I do something like that? I'm getting some drug money, but not selling drugs. Right. And then I end up, my best friend, Carlton McAllister, people know him as C-Mac. He turned me on to doing grills. And then I just took the grill game. Like they were still in the streets doing what they was doing, because I seen the money they was doing, but I just knew if you give me something to sell, I can sell it. And then I just took grills into KD Custom Jewelry. It was KD Master Grills. First it was Grill Masters. Then it went from KD Master Grills to KD Custom Jewelry to me buying Gym City. And, man, it was just to me, it was just a beautiful steps of getting and accomplishing, accomplishing the task that I seen in front of me. And it just like, should we still doing it? I got some stuff coming up. I got some stuff coming up now that I feel like is going to shake the city. So, man, just like I tell anybody.
You told me about Gym City before Gym City
even existed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, man?
Visionary.
Yeah.
Right.
Speak it into existence, baby. Yeah. That's what you're doing.
Ain't that something? So tell me this, being able to have both parents, man, and for us, how did that fare with you? You know what I'm saying? You said you had more of a structure because
Yeah.
you know, of course, we're here learning, man. How did that fare for you, and why is it important?
Man, it's kind of it's kind of funny because I want to say the reason, like, I hear people tell me like I got a good heart, I got a good soul, I'm compassionate, you know. I think it's my sister always told me I had a gift of discernment. And I read certain things through people, speaking to people, being around people, certain words you say, the movements, the eye contact, certain things carry me a certain way. But I think that's from my parents. You know, I've been around my mom. I come home, she was in there cooking. She was a very loving, beautiful soul. She kept me in a spiritual realm of always praying for me, telling me to pray, ask God, keep my faith. My favorite story was Job, you know, things like that. Then I had my father was this Spartan, you know, his reputation was fighting, you know, and not starting stuff, but making sure he finished it and finished on top. So I had like I had a real man, like a man figure around me that I looked up to. And that was like my superhero. Like my dad was everything. But at the end of the day, you know, I get a whooping, he'll whoop me and tell me not to do something. But at the end of the day, he'll talk to me and tell me why and hug me and give me a kiss and be like, I love you, you know. But I had both of that from my mom and my dad. It was like I had a powerful figure that was loving me. Then I had a gentle angel that was loving me. So to me, it definitely did matter. Like I don't know how I feel to be like, oh, I never had no father around me, or I don't know, you know, I don't know how that feels. I don't know how it feels not to be no matter what relationship I'm in, if I'm in a relationship or I'm just a friend or whatever, any relationship or friendship that I have dealing with any woman, I always been a provider. I always made sure that things were taken care of because that's what I seen my dad do. I seen my dad working. I seen my dad if anything needed to be done. My mom was in a new car, but my dad had a car that we had to push to start. He'll suffer to make sure that we had everything. So I think all of that I seen is what built the character that I have right now.
Ain't that something, man? So you end up in Fort Worth. How you know what I'm saying? New York. You said Diego. You were going to Diego, New York. How you end up in the funk, man?
We moved to, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot. It was a trucking company. The color of the logo was this. It started with a B.
With a B?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was back in the days. It was a B. It was like, it wasn't FedEx or none of that. It was something with a B that was delivering and doing a lot of stuff. I can't remember. It was a B, but I remember it was green because my dad was driving trucks. But he had a good job. We lived in White Settlement. It was like the American dream. Like we had the house, we had the poodle. It was just like everything was nice. Like it was life was everything. He lost his job and it seemed like everything shook. You know what I'm saying? Like everything shook. And I remember we went now I want to say we started off in Como. I remember, that was the first. That's where we moved first. We started off in Como. I remember we had roaches in the house, and I think that's what made my dad end up getting that drive. When my dad seen how we was living, he was like he didn't want to do this. It's not what he wanted for us, and that's when he ended up getting that job and went to White Settlement. But then he lost his job, and we ended up moving to Woodhaven, and then. Shoot, when I went to Woodhaven, it was just like, man, it was just a whole, it was a whole different ball game. But I'm glad I went through that because I went from a school that it was like kind of prejudiced, that they was kind of treating us a certain type of way. Then I end up going to Eastern Hills, and then I think, Eastern Hills, we were starting to get Stop Six, Meadowbrook, Woodhaven. We was getting all these different
type of
all that. So now I'm starting to see where the ghetto come from, or the hood, or the gangster, the Crip, the blood, all of that we was getting accustomed to. And then when I came from California, I talked like I was white. because you know California have a strong
Right.
proper accent.
Right.
So dealing with that type of stuff, I had to deal with being picked on.
Wow.
But then I had to fight and show them what it was, so they'll know shit. I'm not the one to, you know, because my dad put us in Taekwondo and all that because he was into that. So growing up, I had a few fights, and I was being respected as far as to me as a peer from elementary all the way to this day. I feel like I always kept this kind of respect that people are, oh man, that's Katie, he a cool dude, he a good dude, you know what I'm saying? And if it was somebody that wanted to try me or whatever, I would handle that, or people around would be like, say, nah, that's Katie, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, he a good dude, man. You know,
Right.
And it was mostly jealousy. You know, to me, it was jealousy, or it's something about him, you know, something about him that I don't like because he got that it factor.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Right. Yeah, I think, you know, like you say, of course, me and him can attest, you know, it's one of those things, you know, being in prison. It's not about you win or lose the fight, it's about that you fight back.
yeah.
And so again, you know, I can attest to, you know, where you are with that. What man, did you play ball in high school?
No, I mean I played when we when I left, when I end up moving with C-Mac in the creek, right around the corner from my uncle. I don't know if he told you he had that spot right there off of Raymond, the service road. He had a paint shop. It was his.
Yeah.
So we end up moving there. I end up shooting dice and beating a drug dealer back then. And he was upset that I beat him because I was like 15. He was like 21, 22. And I remember that day, man, like it was yesterday. I could not fall off on the dice. Like I would, man, please fall off, because I'm seeing how angry he was getting because I kept winning. Like we started off with 20, then it went to 50, then it went to 100, to 300, 500, 600. And I'm shooting the dice and I'm betting him whatever because I wanted to lose so I can keep everything down. But everything was coming. I was winning. And I ended up beating him. And I remember I ended up putting, like, I'm watching the anger in his eyes, but he was so focused on looking at the dice every time. I was getting all the 100s and 50s and 20s. I was folding that up and putting it in my back pocket when he wasn't looking. And then with the 1s, 5s, and 10s, I was balling them up and I put them all in my pocket. And I'm just tripping because I was like 14 thinking like this. So I balled up all the money in both my pockets with the 5s and 10s and stuff. The big money I was putting in my back pocket. At the end, he was like, I was like, I gotta work. I gotta go to work because I worked at Albertsons. And he was like, man, you gonna give me my money or I'm gonna take my money. And he kind of lifted up his shirt and showed me the pistol. Now I'm like, man, that's fucked up. I put my hand in my pocket and I threw all the money that was balled up on the table. So the whole time I'm walking out, he doing this, trying to open up, trying to count his money, but he ain't knowing what I did at the time. Right. So we hit that door, I end up dipping, but I don't know. I mean, he probably got 200-300. I don't know what he got, but with that, when I end up telling my dad about that, because it was like a rumor around, in the creek that he was gonna shoot me or kill me or whatever the case may be. My dad ended up sending me a ticket that next day, and I moved back to California with him. Wow. And that was like a blessing because that changed. I wasn't going to school. Like I was too busy worrying about the streets. I was not going to school. I didn't care about nothing about school. I ran away from home and moved in with C-Mac. And when my mom and my dad had a divorce, that was a trigger to me. They ended up having a divorce, and I know some kids would have took it like, my parents had it. I was like, good. Because he was so on me, I couldn't do nothing. Anytime I wanted to do something, he was just on me so tough. And it was just like, shit, this nigga ain't at the house. Now I know how I can play with my mom and how I can't. So I was starting to get out, and that's how I started getting into the streets. But when I put myself in a bad situation, he sent me back out there. I ended up graduating. I played football for a minute, but I wanted to work. I wanted money. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm not hustling, selling, shooting dice and all that. So I ended up getting a job with Kaiser Permanente. I was 16. I was making $15.75 an hour when everybody else is starting off with like $6 an hour. Wow. And ever since then, I just never looked back with making money. I just started seeing something different, and I enjoyed the lifestyle that I was having at a young age, still to this day of grinding and making
Making
the
that kind of
choices
money.
that I need to make.
So you end up coming back? Well, you work
Yeah.
making that kind of money up there, and you end up coming back this way? Or what?
I end up I was doing good there, but man, it just California was different because I'm used to being around us. You know what I'm saying? I was used to being around black people. When I was in California, it was black people, but it just wasn't like the southern feel. I missed that. So when I graduated, I ended up coming back. As soon as I graduated, I moved back, and I moved back with my mom, and that's where I met your brother.
Right.
We worked at Bo Peep, man. That's my boy. Yeah. But Bo Peep, we worked.
My brother.
Man, that's my boy, man. Yeah, that's my boy, man. But I think that was like I can't think of the name. So was it EBA or IQI?
Oh, you talking about
EBA. All right, so it was EBA. I started working at EBA, and we started everything. That was just a whole different everything. Like that's where I met Jerry. I mean, life was, it was so fun being 19 and 18, 19 back then. You know, the Kappa Beach, we sliding out there, going to the Kappa Beach and enjoying all of that. So, I came back and I started working, and I ended up having some good jobs. I worked for Fidelity Investment. I worked for Triad, and but everywhere I went, I kept getting laid off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and then I was working doing grills with C-Mac. And when I got laid off the last time, really, it was like the grill stuff kind of stopped a little bit. I can't remember. And this is how I met Charleston White. Me and Charleston worked at a telemarketing agency off of Trinity and 360. For some reason, just like that, I don't know, that real recognized real, I don't know what you want to call it. But when I met Charleston off top of the day, from day one we met, we kind of talked, and we just kind of linked up in a training class. And Charleston was selling weed. Charleston was selling weed up there. And I didn't have no car or nothing. It was like everything changed at that time. And I remember Charleston used to pick me up from work. Pick me up home and take me to work or drop me off because I didn't have a car. And that's how we end up being like close, because that was like he was there for me. And that last check, I think we was in training for 2 weeks. After that week, I end up having I had two females fighting because they were roommates, and I was doing too much. But I had two females fighting, and when they did that, they called me to the office, were trying to ask me about it. I was like, nah, man, I don't want to talk about it. I quit. And that last check is what I opened up Katie Master Grill with. Wow. And since then I never looked back.
Ain't that something? No, you had mentioned Pookie them.
Yeah.
Right. What was your relation with them, man? We love them guys. They stayed on that phone, man.
Dana and Pookie, man, I just Poopy. They were just older, man, and they was getting to the money, and we was young, looking up to them. Exactly. And then they never in life I felt that Poopy and Dana ever treated us like little, these little niggas. They treated us like it was just respect, the rules when you coming in here and stuff like that. And
you got to remember too, as young as they were, the way they look, they still look young.
Yeah.
So y'all basically blended in with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it wasn't the age difference was there.
Yeah.
But the look.
Yeah, they
still right now today looking.
Yeah, still good and respectful.
Respectful,
people,
yeah. And so that's what that is.
And watching them was what we they was like to me, they had it together. Whatever they was doing, they had it.
Right.
Whatever they was doing, and that was like somebody that we looked up to,
Ain't that something?
Yeah, and it was never they always made sure anything that was going on, there wasn't gonna be no problem, no drama. Everybody was safe in their presence. So that was somebody that I looked up to, like Poopy and Dana. They always had it together.
Yeah, good. I want to ask you about your rap and what was you doing with, and how did you get into that?
Music, man. C-Mac ended up starting off a group called Grill Master Boys. he was focused on pushing Little Rick, the freestyle captain. This was when Little Flip was out.
Mhm.
So man, that's why I said we had social media back then. It would have been a wrap because we was showing out. But we was doing the rap stuff. I really at first I was just in the background watching everybody rap. You know, we'll go sometime because we was in the studio, we smoking, we just chilling, we enjoying ourselves in the studio, and I start freestyling. And I couldn't freestyle. Like I couldn't because it was like my mind be ever wanting to say the word, it don't come out, and I'll be stumbling. So every time we were freestyling, everybody would be freestyling, and I'll be in there and I'll mess up. And I'm like, it used to frustrate me. So I was like, why don't you just go home and start writing?
Yeah.
So I'll sit there and I'll write, and then it wasn't like when we started the beat, you like you go first and you go, whoever jumped on there and start going, you were just going. So I remember it was certain beats that I wrote to and I memorized it. So as soon as the beat come on, I jump on, get that. Oh no, it's him. Who? So it was just like it was fun, and then for some reason everybody kind of went their separate ways, and they kind of stuck. And I never I've never been no follower. I'm not no follower. I'm never gonna be no follower. I'm gonna be a leader, or I'm gonna teach you the way or tell you how to do something if I know. So I end up starting. I just did Katie the Duke, Katie the Duke of the South, and I just remember that. I remember the group was like, oh man, he can't rap, this and that. He don't know how to rap. And I end up doing an album with DSR. That's when it was hot. That's how I ended up meeting DSR. Yeah. So that's the Duke of the South. The first album is with all the DSR from, even I had Chief on there, Big Tug, Fat B, Double T, Addiction, Tum Tum, Lil Ronnie. And after that, I end up doing Can't Stop This. And it was so crazy. I did Can't Stop This and I never dropped it. I just dropped some songs and stuff like the past 2 years. I think I dropped it and put it on the internet. But when I had my daughter, man, it was just a different, like I said, I was raised to be a provider. Right. So to me, the music, even though I was on tour and doing all this stuff with Tuck, and I was Tuck right-hand man at all time, I just wasn't seeing the money. I was seeing Tuck getting the money, you know what I'm saying? Which he was Big Tuck, now the Staying on Me, Southside of Realist, and all this. So Tuck was just destroying everything. And then I felt by me being next to Tuck, I couldn't get because everybody was too focused on Tuck. I didn't get a chance to do my part. So when I had my daughter, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna leave this music stuff alone a little bit. Let me focus on what's making me money, which was doing the jury. Yeah. And I just went full blast with Katie Custom Jury and then Gem City. And what's so funny, with Gem City, though, I was working for Gem City. Like I worked for Gem City. I worked for Gem City with the essays that end up doing it. And then I end up getting fired. And then I end up coming back and buying it. And that was like I don't want to say a flex, but that was like a blessing from God. Wow. Because I worked for this. I can personally say I built Gem City to be whatever it was. Like, because I had Tuck, I had different celebrities coming and doing all that. But then once they got to a certain point, they fired me and told me they didn't want my face to be Gem City no more. And I remember it was like right before Christmas too. And I had my daughter. Wow. But I end up doing what I had to do, and meeting Lewis, which was the new owner of Gem City. I worked for him for a little, then I left and went to Katie Custom Jewelry. And then Lewis hit me out the blue and was like, man, I'm about to sell Gem City. Now, before I put it out there, I just think that you deserve it if you want it. And shit, I went ahead and bought Gem City.
So how is it different from making the grills to start making the jewelry?
I mean, it's just all about mold and casting. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's just long, especially now with the technology that they got. That's why you see so many different people doing jewelry now. A lot of people is outsourcing. Like, people is doing the molds and sending it to this dude or this dude, and they making it, or I want this made, I'm gonna have him do it, have him do it. So the jewelry game definitely changed. It's not the same no more. Back then it was like 25 to 30 a gram. Now it's like 90 to 100 a gram. people's not spending money like that on jewelry like that. A lot of moss nights and silver and stuff is coming to play now. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't tell like I'm not gonna sit out here and be like, oh man, you got the real gold and you got silver and you got real diamonds, you got moissanite. Man, do what you want to do and whatever allows you to feel comfortable. Like, don't like, and I know this might sound crazy, but I'm here to tell y'all what it is, not what it could be or what it ain't. Like, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I wouldn't be spending money on jewelry like that. I'm just being 100 with you. And the reason why I'm speaking and saying this is because I'm seeing our people, because you don't really see white people or Chinese, even though Johnny King, Johnny Dang is Chinese. I never seen a Chinese. I never seen that on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen people like, I mean, it's a Dallas artist that, you know, he's part of the new Dallas. His shit is iced out. You know, that's what they doing, you know, and more power to him, because I've seen people hating on him, and that dude is very talented to me. But I would tell my people and anybody else that's doing anything about gold to, if you are gonna get gold, buy gold, and you know, buy it and put it to the side. Diamonds, don't spend your money on diamonds. Do not spend your money on diamonds. If you want to get something that's close to diamond, get lab diamonds, because it's damn near half the price. Or if you want something even lower than that, go with moissanite. At the end of the day, you just wearing it for it to shine or whatever. If for investment reason, buy gold that way. Like I told you, it was 25 a gram. Now it's like 90 to 100 gram. Later, this video gonna be saying that, and it's gonna be probably 150 a gram or 200 a gram or whatever the case. Right. But if you're gonna be to my Doughboys or NFL players or anybody that's out there, buy some land. Buy some land. Buy some land. Go. You can fix your credit. Buy some land instead of spending money on putting diamonds in your mouth. Get your teeth fixed. Go get some veneers or something. If you're thinking about how to make some money.
Wait. You talking yourself out of business, man.
No. That's like, yeah, you know, what God got from is what God got from. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to spend your money, how you want to spend it, hey, it's cool. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. Go buy some land. And the money that you putting into the land, use that land as collateral in order for you to get a loan to build a house. Yeah. Build that house, sell that house, make some money. Once your money is a certain way that you want it to be, and you feel like your money is where it's supposed to be, go buy whatever it is that you want, but invest, because time go like this. I remember I was 15, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like now I'm in my 40s. It's crazy because time will go by fast. And I'm glad that I did do the steps that I did. But if I would have known, or somebody would have told me what I'm telling y'all now, I could have been way farther than where I'm at right now. So think about investing versus just spending money just to be trying to, you know, you just want to look good or for the moment, or you trying to stun on this person or stun on that person. Do all of this that I got on is hard work, and it's for sale. You feel me? It's for sale, baby.
What who are some of the celebrities that you can remember?
I'm start off, I would say Big Chuck, you know, all of these are Lil Ronnie, Johnny Damn D, you know, the Ben, I did his piece, Charleston White, Moneybag Yo, the Baby, Trap Boy Freddy, DMX. DMX, I did something for DMX. Wow. A lot of different football players, but I'm not into sports like that, but a lot of different football players. But I'm doing something for Lotto as we speak. I'm working on something with Mariah the Scientist. I want to do something. I just met her recently. So I mean, it's a lot of different people, man. You get a chance to just go on Instagram and go to Gem City Jewelry or Katie Custom Jewelry or Katie the Jeweler, either one of them. And you'll see like all my work and the people that I've dealt with or done something for. So, you know, that's why I call myself the celebrity jeweler, man, from Fort Worth.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome, man. I see you making it look good.
Yeah.
You're making it look good. And,
So, you know, I seen recently Baby. Not No Limit, but what is it, Baby with
The baby.
no, not the
Oh.
baby. Baby with
Oh, Cash
Cash
Money?
Money.
Yeah.
Just talking about he started the grill, and I know you in that era. Who you think started it, or was it someone before you?
Man, I mean, really, it can. I mean, it's. I can't really just pinpoint it because I know the Panamanians had gold.
Oh, wow.
Louisiana people had golds.
Exactly.
Florida people had golds.
Mhm.
Now, I would say Baby probably started the diamonds in the teeth.
Diamonds. Okay, then
You know what I'm saying? I think because I think he was like Baby was the one who started, like that's who got us on that, you know, bling bling and all that.
Right.
Like we was No Limit was No Limit. Like we were jamming No Limit. Like everything was Master P and About It and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when Cash Money came in, that was I got 20 on my wrist bling. You know, I got bling bling and all. Like they start talking about the cars, the Nietzsche's, the like the Pirellis. They were just throwing like all this name brand expensive stuff out there, and that's what made us go for that.
Exactly.
So I would say definitely Baby, and then was the ones who started all the diamonds in the mouth and all that.
Right.
Now, who started the Princess Cuts? The Princess Cuts was KD.
Wow.
Now that say who started the print. Now, when I say Princess Cut, let me say this, and I'm gonna elaborate this because I know people gonna be like, nah, I had the earrings and all that. We was starting to get, but when we start putting diamonds in the teeth, we was buying earrings, the square shaped earrings, and we was laying it on the teeth. It's a company, Amidst Diamond. That's the person who turned me on or turned me up with all the diamonds. We were sitting there one day and I was like, man, I was getting tired of looking at the square shapes on the teeth. So I was like, man, it ain't no way we can kind of make the diamond kind of curve like how the teeth is. And he was like, I don't know, because the diamond shape of the Princess Cuts is square.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do when it start curving at the top? Because we're gonna have to cut the diamond sideways or something. But they end up getting these plates, which are shaped like the Princess Cuts, are shaped like the teeth. And I wish I would have knew what I would have known now, because I would have patented. But I'm the one who started that. Amid and them start doing it, but then Johnny Dang and everybody else start picking up on it, and everybody, you know, all over start doing it.
Wow.
But who started that design of the shape of a teeth with the diamonds was me. Yeah.
Wow.
You get to applaud for that.
That's very innovative.
That's
man.
what we do
Very
it.
innovative. Yeah, man. So what's next for you, man? I mean, you done did your rapping. You know what I'm saying? You done did your diamond. What's next for you, man?
Well, you forgot the gambling.
Yeah.
Gamble, you know what I'm saying? And he's a good runner too.
Yeah. So right now, I'm doing real estate, which is the Costa Enterprise, and I dedicate that to my parents. You know, they both passed, so I told them that I wanted to do something that I can figure out to make sure that the next generation have some kind of generational wealth. So I'm doing construction, from building the house from the ground up, and even doing remodeling. But I do have something on the way though. I just don't want to speak on. I got something it's definitely gonna start off with KD's, but I got something coming in the making, and it's gonna be in front of the Cowboy Stadium. And let's speak on this too, because I'm just our people, but we are giving a Maybach away. We are doing the Gym City Maybach giveaway.
Right.
Y'all can go on my site. I don't know exactly the rules right now, because they've been changing things around. We were supposed to have been doing it on New Year's Eve, but I think they're changing it to Valentine's Day, because we've been getting flags. Somebody been reporting like we're doing fraud activities or something like that. But as y'all seen, because you seen what I pulled up in,
Right. Mm-hmm.
You see what you riding in the back of. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So we really got this Maybach. You know what I'm saying? We really letting the Maybach go. It's not no Charger or Challenger or nothing like that. And I think that's why people is skeptical, because they thinking like, dang, he really gonna give away a Maybach? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing at all.
You know what? When you pulled up, you know what came to my mind? Wheel of Fortune. You know, when they spin that wheel,
Yeah.
and they say big money, big money,
Yeah.
big money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's real nice, man.
Yeah.
And you actually, so y'all giving that away.
Yeah, we when you go on is you can go on Gym City website and on Gym City Instagram and get more details on it. And if I'm not mistaken, is Gym City give www.gymcity giveaway. I didn't put Gym City Jewelry giveaway because it's gonna be things that we're gonna give away from jewelry, cars, all that. But right now, the first thing that we giving away is gonna be the Maybach and the black on black Maybach that y'all been seeing and all that. And I'm gonna start promoting and pushing it even harder now. But somebody will win a Maybach and enjoy the luxury of sitting in the back of one, rolling in one, pulling up in one. It's a beautiful feeling. I want somebody to feel it too, because all I'm gonna do is go give me a new one. So I'm just being honest. You're gonna have yours, and I'm gonna have my new one. So it's not like I'm giving away now. I'm not gonna continue to do it. We're just going to another level with it, but it's gonna be something perfect, and somebody gonna be blessed with it. Man.
You sure right? Hey man, listen, man, we got like what 1.6 million viewers.
Yeah,
and so somebody's gonna be lucky, man. Make sure that you be there. Before we close, man, I want to get, of course, we're here. You know what I'm saying? Doing the best live ever, right?
Family.
What we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together, right? Again, we bring on the resources. Not only that, man, the talent and what have
Man,
you.
we bring on the example.
Exactly. Man, listen, I want to know, man, because you guys met in a unique way. And he give you high praise and reverence, man. And we know why, and we see why, because of who you are, right? And what you do for, you know what I'm saying, us in the world, period. But I want to know how you guys met, man, and tell us a little bit about your relationship and the cohesiveness, man. Tell us a little bit about it.
Man, if I ain't mistaken, I think MP, you was in jail at the time, and he wanted some diamond teeth. He wanted some diamond teeth. And I'm like, how the hell you gonna get some diamond teeth? I'm gonna get the mold and all this
gonna
shit.
Be my question.
Yeah, like how, nigga, how?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, when you're a man with a master plan, man, you gonna make it happen. He was like, man, that's not the problem. Just let me know how much it's gonna cost, and you know, if you can't give, I had to give somebody a mold. I gave somebody a mold. They already had. All right, so I gave him the mold, and somehow, he ended up getting the mold, and I made him some diamond teeth. But talking to him, and you know, like I say, I'm a very spiritual person. When I was talking to MP and seeing how he was moving while he was behind bars, and how intelligent he was when I was talking to him, it was just something that I just gravitated to, because it was just like real recognize real. It was just that feeling again. And we end up losing contact after he got his teeth or something like that. And then I do have two phones, and I apologize. I apologize to everybody who called that other number that I don't be answering it all the time, because I'm getting so many crazy phone calls. But for some reason, I answered the phone this day, and it was MP.
Ain't that something?
And he was like, Katie. This guy like, yo, what's up with it, man? And he got to telling me, oh man, you remember? And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. And then shoot, we talked a little bit. It was just being a stand-up type of person, man. I can't really explain it, but when you feel something, you feel something. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like it was a good dude. And I told him everything from day one, still to this day right now. I don't think I said no lies. Everything I told you is happening, ain't it?
Man.
And plus, and some. You know what I'm saying? And some.
Katie, OG, how did you find out about Katie?
Well, man, I was in prison or whatever, and supposed to be getting released, you know, before another situation happened or whatever. So I was just on Google, you know what I'm saying, just looking, Instagram, just looking, and I ran across KD, and he was a black jeweler, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to support that, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get what I wanted to get, but I want to support that. So I was just checking out his work or whatever, and he had good work. So I called his number. I ain't get no answer. It took like 4 times for me to actually get somebody on the phone. So when I did get somebody, I could have went everywhere. other direction, so it had to be God's plan.
Yeah,
Because I could have went any other direction or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so I tried again, and one day I got him or whatever, and then I chopped it up with him. You know what I'm saying? The conversation kind of dull, you feel me?
Right.
So when I chopped it up with him again, I don't know if he was like, "Oh, this dude back again" or what. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, he for real.
right.
So yeah, so I started talking to him again. You know what I'm saying? I told him what I wanted to do, and you know what I'm saying? We talked, and from my experience, this is my version of what happened. You know what I'm saying? So we talked again, and we talked. It just seemed pure.
It's pure good.
It seemed pure. You know what I mean? You know
Right.
what
Man,
it is when
it's
pure.
about that feeling, man.
Yeah,
You
so
know, it's intuition, man. Really
Yeah.
pure, plain and simple.
So I kind of lost contact with KD or
Mhm.
whatever. I went through a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? So I linked back up with KD during COVID time, you know what I'm saying? And we had real conversations. That was during the time he lost his mom and everything else, you know what I'm saying? And then when I did get back in contact with him, everything he told me before Gem City, it was Katie's custom jewelry. So I contacted Katie's custom jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So we had a conversation or whatever. So when I did get back in contact with him during the COVID era and all that, he was already building Gem City. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I went through a whole lot of more years or whatever. Anytime I ever called him, he answered the phone. Anything I ever needed, he told me just holler at him. He got me. And it just went from there, you know what I'm saying? He showed me the utmost respect, utmost love, being where I was at, you know what I'm saying? Coming from what I was coming from. And he just always kept it real with me, man. And we just kept it real, and we kept it real, and he's still keeping it real. I'm all out here in Dallas, Texas. You know?
Well, you can't get no better than that.
So yeah.
Hey man, but guess what, man? You know what I'm saying? Again, family, we're here, you know what I'm saying, doing our due diligence, man, making sure that you get the best resources, you get the best information, you get the best talent. And what have you right here on the best live ever. And hey man, we celebrated, right? We're celebrating something again today. KD, I'm gonna let you tell the people, man. What we celebrating?
Man, it's my boy's birthday.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Say it's my boy's birthday, man.
Wow.
Say I couldn't even imagine how that feel to be 26 years behind bars. You know what I'm saying?
26.
And I told him, I said, man, when you get out, come on, man, I got you. Anything, just make sure all you got to do.
He actually tried to come.
Yeah.
He actually tried to come.
Yeah.
When I first got out,
I told him I'll
I
come.
couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was telling you earlier,
Right.
the first thing I wanted to do.
Handle
My children.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, it took me a little time. I got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? So now it's about me.
It's
It's
about
always about them, but now it's about me.
Yeah.
So I just, you know what I'm saying, took this time. KD been inviting me. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So I took this time to come on out.
Man,
This is what it is right
thank
now.
you guys so much, man. Let's stand up, man.
Wow.
Hey, yeah. Again, family, what we do again, man, we promised you, and of course, again, we deliver. Man, listen, you had the best jewelry, man, a man with experience that you can't even imagine, right? And so again, thank you so much, big OG. And and it's something behind it big. Because hey man, it takes a big man, a big ideal, right? To endure, right? Of course I did 10, fam. And let me explain to something too. I lost my imagination, right? Can you imagine? You know what I'm saying? I did 10. He did 26. So again, I know where you're coming from, man. Much love and respect for what you do, who you are, man, and what you continue to do. And of course, man, KD, man, listen.
Wait. I really want to ask this question.
Yeah.
Security.
Right.
I just want to ask, how comfortable do you feel? How safe do you feel with people watching you get out? Certain vehicles and security.
Man, it's something that I've been doing for a long time. It depends on the places that I go to. But normally, if I'm in a public place with a lot of people, you're gonna see my bodyguard Megatron or my bodyguard T. So if you see a big monster next to me, that's Megatron. And y'all gonna be seeing them. Like me and Megatron got some stuff coming up. But besides that security, I keep my security on me.
Okay.
Right.
Fantastic,
That's
man.
awesome.
Of course, man. We're not gonna worry about that, right? We are better people than that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because guess what he's going to do? He's going to show you how to get that.
Yeah.
Man.
Instead of
Did you-
getting this, just like he said, go
Yeah.
get the land.
Go get
Yeah.
that.
Ain't nobody take that from you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
go
know
get
what
the
I'm
land.
saying? Again,
Bro,
back
while we in this midst, man, I want to thank both of you brothers for actually showing what it is to be brotherly.
Yeah.
You know, y'all from two different sides of the world. You follow me? And yet y'all words collided, and y'all just there. It's a collaboration of togetherness.
Yeah.
You follow me? It has to be a natural love.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about it, there's two real feelings that I could say: fear and love. You follow me? And anything is between that is what we label, you know, happy, sad, you understand? But those two different areas of spectrum. Man, it's just you traveling, you follow me, not knowing where you're traveling to.
Yeah.
You follow me? And you come in here and you feeling comfortable enough to allow this man to put you in a position. You follow me? And it's just one of those things that's courageous. It's very courageous in which to do that, going somewhere you never been, or you never been on a plane as well. You follow me? Never been out of your comfort zone.
Never been to a strip club either.
Yeah. So man, you know, once again, man, thank you for your window. Thank you for providing a window for OG to look out of and actually see the world from a different perspective. And along with that, I know that OG is showing you a world that you never have ever seen from his perspective. And it's just something that, you know, we got to start looking at people as a window. It's a window of opportunity of meeting something different or seeing something different in your world.
Hey, man, that's what we're about. Again, the best life ever, man. Hey, we're about opportunities and possibilities. And this is why we have and we do what we do with the best life ever. Of course, what we love, we laugh. And we learn how to live our best lives together. Of course, I'm Blue Boo.
I'm Red Bull.
And we do this, man, because we love and respect who you are. And we're going to continue doing that. And so, hey, man, all we do, we ask you guys to, first of all, like, share, and follow who we are. Because, hey, man, we share who we are
to you
with you guys. And of course, you know what I'm saying? We share the best of us, right? And then we're speaking of the best people that we can possibly, right? That, you know what I'm saying? On this half of heaven, man, we can possibly find. And again, man, beyond the heavens, we thank them for who they are, and we praise them for who they are to all of us. Man, again, man, I am so elated. Man, I am so happy. I'm so joyful. Again, family, enjoying the time in bereavement, even with my daughter, man. This is what makes it that much worth. Hey, man, listen. No better place to be in the world, better than togetherness, man. And thanks again for you guys. Man, for what you
appreciate too,
man. Again, hey, bro, man, we always in, man. How do we find you guys, man? Again, KD, man, let us know.
Man, you can find me on Instagram, Gem City Custom Jewelry, also KD Custom Jewelry, or KD the Jeweler. So it'll pop up.
Okay, man. You know what I'm saying?
OG.
Hey, man, listen, OG, man. OG.
I don't got a whole lot, man. I'm a whole lot private or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you can find me on Snapchat at Big OG.
Big OG, man.
Big OG MP on Snapchat.
You know what I'm saying? Way cool demeanor, man. And the thing about it is that
humble,
right, man. That's what, hey, man, the feeling, right? One of the things that we must know and understand, man, that when we start dealing with how we feel, man, we can be in a better position, right? So again, become more intuitive. Hey, man, again, the best life ever. What we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together, bro. We always in social media with what?
Always in social media with be humble, become more knowledgeable. That way you won't be vulnerable.
And I always say, we all we got,
and we all we need.
Love
and become lovable.
All right, family.
Next time.
Next Wednesday, man. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? The best time ever.
That's
Hey, man.
man, when you do that.
Appreciate it.